Are you a manipulator or are you influencing your potential clients? That's an interesting question, isn't it? The only difference between manipulation and influence is your intention. What is your intention when you are going in to present to a client? What is your intention and your thought process when you're meeting somebody for the very first time? Are you thinking that it's only about servicing them, serving their needs and answering their problems? Or are you thinking about, what do I have to do to get the business? How can I get them to say yes to me today? That is the difference between manipulation and influence. Today, more than ever, if you want to influence your marketplace, you need to captivate their attention. You need to captivate them with your intention, and you need to captivate them with your intention and state of mind and your energy levels. What is your state of mind and what is your energy level saying about you when you meet somebody for the very first time? Here is a quick tip that you can utilize straight away, that you go into intention before every single presentation that you ever deliver. Now, this is not about running late for the appointment and suddenly turning up to the property late, or turning up to them late on Zoom or via FaceTime or whatever it may be that we are using now in this crisis that we're going through COVID-19. No, this is about being prepared, getting your mindset right. How do you do that? Are you doing some form of exercise, some form of thought process that gets you into the right state of mind and the right energy levels before you present to your potential client? Or are you going in there like every other real estate agent? Are you going in there like everybody else, just wanting to try and get them to sign on the dotted line, win their business because you really want to earn a commission? There is a massive difference between manipulation and influence, and it is your intention, which is a state of mind. So this is a little exercise I suggest that you go through before you meet anybody, whether it be in a digital world like this, over a video, or whether it be face-to-face when we get out of this crisis and we are out there meeting people again. And yes, I know some of you are actually doing that now, but social distancing, that's fine as well. But let's start to upskill so that you can show a difference between you and everybody else when you get out there and present. My encouragement to you is that you spend some time alone, whether it be in the car when you're at the front of the property, or whether it's in a quiet space in your office or in your home office prior to you getting on a digital call or a face-to-face call with somebody. And I want you to really think about, what is your intention? How are you going to serve your potential client? How are you going to ask and get the answer and solve the problems of your potential client? Because it's not about you. It's not about how great you are. It's not about your last sale. It's not about how many listings you have. It's not even about your brand, because this is your brand. Intention will make you a more successful and more influential person, not only in the real estate space, but in your social life as well. So what is your intention when you meet somebody for the very first time? Are you there to serve them? Are you there to help them? Are you there to answer their questions and make sure that they get the information they want to hear, and not just doing a verbal vomit all over them to say, this is how much I know you need to hear all this, I need to go through my full listing presentation because that's what we do and that's how I've been trained to do it, and I'm going to keep doing that because that's all I know how to do. Stop it right away if that is you. Please stop. My encouragement is that you go in there with an absolute blank state of mind. Now, what I mean by blank is, all you are there to do is serve your client, so therefore you are just going to soak up all of the information that they are going to give you by asking the right questions. You are going to be there to listen with intent. Listen to understand and not listen to respond. The majority of real estate agents out there are there to listen, to respond, because, oh, well, I was waiting for that question, or I know the answer to that, rather than listening to what the intent is behind the question or the intent behind the answer that they are giving you. So please get into the right frame of mind. Do a little mindful exercise before you even meet the client. whether that be face-to-face or in a digital world like we're in now, whether it be in FaceTime or even over the phone. But if we're speaking to people over the phone, I suggest that you make sure it's a video call all the time. Face-to-face, FaceTime or Zoom, whatever works best for you, I don't mind. But get into the right frame of mind, because if you just go in there like all the other real estate agents, you'll come across as manipulative, as somebody who is there just purely with commission breath, purely there to try and win their business rather than to serve them. Now, there is a difference between being desperate and being helpful, being there to serve. There is a difference between needing the sale or needing the listing and doing what's right by the client all the time. So if you want to be more influential in your marketplace, if you want to get more referral business than you ever thought was possible, start working on your intention. Start working on how can I best serve you, and go into this mind state and set yourself up ready for the presentation. Make sure you have enough time, you allocate time to do this little exercise before you meet with somebody. Make sure that you just spend some quiet time, whether it be shutting your eyes and thinking about your potential client, thinking about them, how you can serve them, thinking about the problems that they're going through, thinking about the desperation. Now, we're meeting people in a different timeline now. We're meeting people who may be just frustrated exactly like you are because of our isolation. So bear that in mind as well. So purely focus on your client, purely focus on what they're wanting from you, and ask the right questions. Don't listen to respond, listen to understand, and don't manipulate. Your intention will be visible without you saying a word. Your intention will be visible through your non-verbals, through your eyes, your facial expressions, and everything that you do in your micro expressions in your body language. If you'd like to know more about this, I'd love to help you, but please just take this information on board. And if you think it's important and you believe somebody in your office could learn from this, or if other people that you know within the profession of real estate, or whether anybody outside of your profession could benefit from the difference between manipulation and intention, getting your mindset right, and serving your clients, please share this video. Please make a comment. I love hearing your feedback. But more importantly, make sure you implement this. Make sure that you implement your intention. Get into state and serve your client, because you know that communication really can change your destination. Thanks for watching.